So you want to add 255 grams of self-raising flour to a bowl, along with about 30 grams of sugar, a pinch of salt, and about half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then give that all a stir just so it gets all nice and mixed together evenly. Shouldn't take very long, just use a wooden spoon. And then mix in 30 grams of vegetable spread like Vitalite and 30 grams of fat like Trex, and then rub it in with the tips of your fingers like I'm doing here. It takes a couple of minutes, but by the time it's done, it should look something like breadcrumbs, a bit like this. Yeah, just the tips of your fingers. You don't use the palms because it'll cause everything to get too warm. And then mix in about half a cup of non-dairy milk that's been mixed with half a teaspoon of sort of like cider vinegar. If you do that before you do the dry ingredients, mix them all together until it forms like a dough. And then you want to sort of knead it for a couple of minutes with your hands, just so it forms, like I said, like a dough. Then put it onto a floured surface, press some sort of baking parchment over the top, and roll it out into sort of like a thick dough. I feel like I said dough 100 times. And then I used a cookie cutter, but you could use a glass or a mug, like whatever. This size cookie cutter here makes some pretty big scones. You might want to use a smaller one. But this will make 6 scones at this size. You can also optionally add in sultanas. So I did half plain and then half sultana. This was about 1/8 of a cup of sultanas. I just then sort of like pressed in. Place them on some baking parchment and then bake for about 20 minutes at about 200 degrees centigrade, and they come out nice and golden brown like this. And then serve with sort of whipped coconut cream and jam and enjoy.